Good morning students, welcome to the biology class. We are continuing with our chapter cell cycle and cell division. In our last session we discussed about the cell division mitosis, in which parent cell divide to form two daughter cells with the same number of chromosomes. And today we are going to discuss about meiosis, in which the parent cell divide to form the four daughter cells with half the number of the chromosomes. So who discovered the meiosis? That is J.B. Farme and Mori in 1905, where it occurs. So meiosis takes place in sexually reproducing cells in multicellular organisms. And the main function of the meiosis is to produce gametes in animal, some lower plants and various protists and fungi. Means in the animals or in the plants or in the fungi, when the sexual reproduction takes place, and for sexually reproducing, the gametes are being produced with the help of the cell division meiosis. Duration: meiosis takes days to complete instead of hours or minutes needed for mitosis. What is meiosis? Meiosis involves two successive sequential cycles of nuclear and cell division, but only single cycle of DNA replication, resulting in the formation of four daughter cells, each with half the number of chromosomes as the parent cell. So meiosis is a type of cell division where the number of chromosomes is reduced to half in daughter cells. Hence it is known as reduction division or reductional division. The daughter cells formed are genetically different from the parents, and they do not resemble among themselves too. Divisions of meiosis, that is first meiotic division, meiosis 1, and second meiotic division or meiosis 2. So first we are taking meiosis 1 is initiated after the parental chromosome have replicated to produce identical sister chromatin at the S phase. So that is the phase of your cell cycle in which the DNA replicates. Meiotic events can be grouped as follows: prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and telophase 1. So prophase 1 of meiotic division is longer and further subdivided into 5 phases based on the chromosome's behavior. That is leptotene, zygotene, pachytene, diplotene and dikinesis. So first we are taking, that is your leptotene. So what changes takes place in the leptotene? Condensation and coiling of chromatin fibers lead to the formation of distinct chromosomes. So instead of having a chromatin fibers, you can find that distinct chromosome. The two numbers in, so two colors, that is red and blue, indicates that is of a two parents, that is male and female. So the chromosome appear as a single threads of the beads. As they contract and become thicker, their dual nature is visible. Dual means they are two, N and N, that is 2N. The centriole duplicates and move apart. Ester rays appear around each of centriole to form the ester. Spindle begins to dwell between the centriole pairs. So these are the changes takes place in leptotene. So in zygotene, the homologous chromosomes, they come to lie side by side, and this pairing of the homologous chromosome is known as synapsis, and it is accompanied by the formation of synaptomial complex. So this is the complex. A pair of homologous chromosomes lying together is bivalent, that is 2n. Packaging, this is very important substage. The synapsed chromosome continue to become short and thick. The chromatid of each synapsed chromosome slightly separate and become visible. Two visible chromatids of the chromosomes are known as dyad. So these are, you can say, one red is divided into two, blue is divided into two. So that is called as tetrad. So the group of 4 homologous chromosome is known as tetrad. So one, this is dyad. So when they are lying together, one red and one blue, that is dyad. And when they are forming a 4 homologous chromatin, then it is known as tetrad, but still they are bivalent, that is 2n. The two chromatids of same chromosomes are called sister chromatids, and those of two homologous chromosomes bivalent, they are called as non-sister chromatid. Recombination nodules appear and crossing over starts. So this is a substage where the crossing over takes place between the non-sister chromatids. So crossing over is completed, as you can see in this picture. So that is being completed, they are being separated. But the point where they are not being separated, which is the X-shaped structure, is known as the chiasmata or chiasmata. So this is the point where the crossing over takes place. So chiasmata is the point where it takes place, which is the X-shaped structure. So two homologous chromosomes start separating from each other, except at the site of crossing over, that is known as a chiasmata. So that site where the crossing over occurred during the packaging, and they are X-shaped structure, that is diploid. Now dikinesis, the final stage of meiotic prophase 1. Then chiasmata move to the tip, that is terminalization, and may slip off or remain at the tips. So that is the tips over there. Chromosomes are fully condensed, nucleolus, nuclear envelope disappear, spindle formation continue. So this is the spindle formation, and that is the 5 substages of prophase 1. Next is metaphase. The spindle formation is complete. Bivalent tetrads. So these are the tetrads. They are arranged at the equator, that is known as your metaphase plate. The arms of the chromosomes at the right angle of the spindle fibers. Centromeres are aligned in 2 rows. So this is 1 row and this is 2nd row. So the pair of the homologous chromosome move to the equator of the cells. Anaphase 1, the spindle fiber, they contract and break. So you can see over there, so they contract and break. And the member of each homologous pair of chromosome separate from each other and start moving towards the opposite pole. Since only chromosome from each pair is moving towards one pole, the number of chromosomes in each daughter nucleus becomes half. So this is N and this is N. Fine, becomes half of the chromosomes of the parent cell. So the telophase, the chromosome have reached the poles, spindles has disappeared completely, nuclear membrane forms around the chromosome at each pole. So cytokinesis generally follow the first nuclear division. So two daughter cells that is being formed, having the nuclear membrane, nucleolus, chromatin material and centrioles with the half number of chromosomes. So next is interkinesis. Generally there is no interface between meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. A short interface called interkinesis may occur in some cases, and there is no replication of DNA. This is very important. Now the DNA is not going to divide. So meiosis 2. In this division, the two chromatids of each chromosome separate from each other and go to the separate daughter cells. With the result, the number of chromosomes remains same as produced by meiosis 1. Therefore, it is called as an equational division, divided into two stages, that is your karyokinesis 2 and cytokinesis 2. So karyokinesis consists of prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2. Changes in prophase 2, it is very short. It occurs simultaneously in both the nuclei of the meiosis 1. These are the two daughter cells which are being formed by the end of the cytokinesis 1 of meiosis 1 with the half number of the chromosomes. So centrioles, they duplicate, move apart, developing the esterase. Sister chromatids of each chromosome starts condensing and becomes shorter. Spindle is laid between the two pairs of the centriole. So in metaphase, a bipolar spindle is completed. Chromosomes become arranged on the equator, forming a single metaphase plate. Condensation of chromosome is maximum. Next is your anaphase 2. The spindle fibers, they contract and break, as you can see there. Centromere of each chromosome divides into two, so that is being divided. Sister chromatin, they separate and move towards the opposite pole as the daughter chromosome. This is half, means N and N. So the chromosomes have reached the poles. They start uncoiling and becomes thin. The nuclear membrane and the nucleolus starts appearing and to form the four daughter nuclei, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So they are the four haploid daughter cells or daughter nuclei by the end of the telophase 2. Now cytokinesis 2, the nuclei are separated into two cells by the cytokinesis. Each daughter cells of meiosis 1 divides to form two daughter cells, and hence at the end of meiosis of diploid cell, that is meiocyte. So meiocyte is that diploid cell in which meiosis takes place. Four haploid daughter cells are being formed. So cytokinesis 2, the nuclei are separated into two cells by cytokinesis. Each daughter cell of meiosis 1 divide to form two daughter cells, and hence at the end of meiosis of diploid cell, so diploid cell is meiocyte, four haploid daughter cells are formed. That is half the number of the chromosomes of a parent cell. Next is very important is significance of meiosis. This ensures the maintenance of constant chromosome number characteristic of a particular species generation after generation. The crossing over results in variation of genetic characters in the offspring. Variation form the raw material for the evolution. So you will get a new combination. You are similar to your parents, but you are not the carbon copy. This is only because of the crossing over, which results in the variation of genetic characters in the offspring, and variation forms the raw material for the evolution, that coming out from simple to complex. So by this we finish the cell division meiosis as well as mitosis. We finish with this chapter. In our next lesson or in our next session, I will take your live Zoom class in which we discuss about the NCERT exercise questions, as well as I will clear your doubts. So be ready with your queries and the questions. Till then, stay home, stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you.